6:52, time for the morning sprint.
A suspect is dead this morning after a school threat near Milwaukee. Germantown police shot and killed the man last night. Police say they were responding to the Kennedy Middle School around 7. They found a person on the roof. That man pulled a gun out and shot at police. Officers exchanged fire. The person died at the scene.
Madison schools planning to change start and end times for some elementary and middle schools across the city, all as the district continues to deal with their school bus issues. The changes are set to take place November 6th. Parents should get updated bus route information on the district's website by the 1st. The change will last through the end of the current school year.
A live look in New York now, where the United Nations Security Council is expected to meet today. Members will discuss the conflict between Israel and Hamas. Secretary of State Antony Blinken will be there as well. The organization has so far failed to agree on a resolution on the war. The last one, asking for a humanitarian pause in fighting, failed. That's because the U.S. vetoed it, saying it needs to specify Israel has the right to defend itself.
2 Israeli women being held hostage by Hamas are back on Israeli soil. The 79 and 85-year-old women are at a hospital in Tel Aviv this morning. Hamas took them on October 7th, along with their husbands. Those 2 men are still being held.
Doctors in Gaza say the region's largest hospital will become a mass grave if it runs out of fuel. The hospital is currently at 3 times its capacity. Workers there say premature babies relying on oxygen supplies will die if they don't get the fuel they need. Israel stopped allowing fuel into Gaza back on October 9th. The country says, though, that Hamas has a stockpile that it isn't sharing with civilians.
An 18-year-old is dead following a motorcycle crash around 7:30 last night. The Greene County Sheriff's Office says it happened on State Highway 1181 and County Highway Double G. That's in the town of Spring Grove. First responders say the biker was headed east on Highway 11 and tried turning onto Highway Double G. The motorcyclist hit oncoming traffic and died at the scene.
An off-duty Alaska Airlines pilot is facing 83 counts of attempted murder this morning. Joseph Emerson is accused of trying to turn off a plane's engines mid-flight. He wasn't working at the time. He was catching a ride in the cockpit, which is normal for pilots. The Sunday night flight from Washington to California had to divert to Portland.
President Biden says his administration is designating more than 30 new regional tech hubs, and Wisconsin will be one of them. Wisconsin will be eligible now for millions of dollars in federal funding to invest in growth and job creation in the tech sector. It's part of the bipartisan CHIPS and Science Act.
At the nation's capital, the House GOP will vote for a new speaker nominee this morning. 8 candidates are still in the running. Today marks 3 weeks since the House last had a speaker. If that doesn't change by November 17th, the government faces a financial shutdown. And happening today, former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen will testify against the GOP frontrunner. Cohen is a key witness in the civil fraud trial that could upend Donald Trump's real estate empire. He's accused of fraud, conspiracy, and other charges. Former president is expected to be there. It's the 6th time this month he'll be in a courtroom.
Well, good morning. Coming up on 7 o'clock this morning, very mild start for this time of October, starting out near 60. You can see the warm front to our north, quite a bit cooler in northern parts of the state. That warm front is up to our north, and that's where most of the rain is going to stay for most of the afternoon. So we'll have a windy southwest wind today. Temperatures near 70 at the noon hour. Most of the storms up to our north. Can't rule out a late day shower, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but most of the afternoon dry as we'll look at partly sunny, windy conditions. Temperatures in the upper 70s, getting close to a record, which is 79. Tomorrow still mild with that chance of rain mainly in the morning. Kind of a washout on Thursday into Friday morning. Does turn colder Friday afternoon. Temperatures in the 40s this weekend.
Kelly, thank you very much.
You bet.
We'll have another news and weather update in 30 minutes.